this week or even last week, Frontline Gaming, the wonderful people at Frontline Gaming, did a massive promotional blitz on apparently the team event we've been waiting for. Which is
waiting.
I was gonna say I don't wait for much, so this is expecting big things. But they announced the Champions Cup 2024 date TBD, and it says bring your 8-person team and come make history with us.
Nope.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exciting. Looks like we're just using the regular 8-man format. They also have a list
Regular?
of teams
Regular 8-man format?
Question mark?
Standardized.
Run-of-the-mill.
I mean, 4, 7, 8 doesn't really matter. It's all just
however many people.
shared
Honestly,
points.
you can bring 9 people actually, and nobody's going to tell
like
you
a niner.
It's a communist format. You're sharing all your points. That's all that matters. But any surprises of the teams that they pre-registered for this event? I'm going to put on there. Looks like we have some Art of War, some Vanguard Tactics, Team America, yeah. We have some XBiz.
That's for Xenos Petting Zoo. I had to honestly, I had to look it up. They're actually a pretty big team.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Ship thingy.
But a large scale team tournament in America, allegedly mirroring sort of what other team tournaments do. Danny, was this something the community's been crying out for?
I guess. I don't know. People are excited about teams, so let them be excited about teams. I'd heard from somebody that I thought this tournament was kind of weird for a couple of reasons. Number one, in order to participate in the tournament, you have to join the council. I don't know if you have a slide for this. Can I talk about this right now?
Yeah. Well, we can move to the next slide here. I have the organizers there.
Well, you're gonna get all libertarian about the requirement to be a part of the Illuminati here.
No,
Danny?
it's just like okay. So you have to join the council. There's a limited number of spots to join the council.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My experience with team tournaments and trying to prepare for things like the Adepticon team tournament, for instance, tells me that people flake out of this stuff, especially when you're trying to wrangle 8 people at a time. So limiting this only to the people that are going to quote unquote participate in this event only seems like, I don't know, a pretty big mistake, especially when just teams don't show up, and then a buy for 8 people really sucks.
How dare you doubt the council? Danny,
put down Council of Cool / Circle Jerk Club.
I mean, my first takeaway is I'm shocked that 8 players is what they went with. I don't know. That feels ambitious to go from previously something that was
Well, I think if you look
at
the organizers,
5, I think did they run with 4 or 5 at their Las Vegas team tournaments? They went with 5. Also, ATC is the American Team Championship, widely accepted format, 5 players. So I get if they want to build more of a WTC culture and go with the 8-person format, but it just seems logistically tough. So I don't know. It's ambitious, but it is.
I don't know how much
a tough fight.
There's going to be 18 of these events next year.
There's 18 of these,
apparently, in a circuit.
That's sick. But again, and I can't knock ambition. That is awesome. I think there's certainly there's a lot to be said about the Team 40K format. Sure. And if you can get clubs of people able to get out to that many events, I think it'll be really, really awesome. But it's just super ambitious. So I'm not going to knock them on that.
Well, we've seen a lot of the national teams, so WTC teams, get involved.
What of Canada? Will they join the council?
That's a good question. We should talk to our Canadian leadership team.
I'll just spell Canada with a K and join the council.
Yeah, you'll have my axe and my sword and my syrup. Be like everyone throwing in.
But also, because there are already obviously international groups like the WTC. And I think the ATC also announced a circuit this year. There are more than one affiliated ATC events this year, if I'm not mistaken. That might have been already happened. I'm so out of touch with things. It just seems interesting that this is sort of being bolted on. Is this something that will attempt to compete with WTC? Is it meant to be a complement to it? It certainly is competing against ATC if they're going with the 8-person team.
Now, there isn't a lot of details about that out right now. There had the application form. We have the organizers up here right now who appear to be Sean Naden, who's put down as format specialist. If you have issues with your hard drive, he'll take care of you. Stephen Corrales, community liaison, and then, of course, Kicker Clausey, I think, who just can't help himself organize events. It's almost like it's his job title. Danny, how does that make you feel like that is the organizing team for this coup?
I don't have any problems with any of those people.
Could you? It makes really good content.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Dang it. Won't take random pot shots at the hierarchy of American 40K. How dare you?
No, I mean, it's really ambitious, and I think it's definitely good. I'll be interested to see how this, like, if this sinks or floats this next year.
Well, when we move on to the next slide here, Kicker did put out in Comp 40K that this is the first 24 hours since the announcement for a year one event. The player cap is closer to the 400 or 500 players, so 50 or 60 teams. And they have had a huge influx of people, like 500-600 people, like coming in requesting that.
John, over 700 people have applied to be on the council.
I mean, that is not a small council.
Each representing 8 people.
Is that real?
Yeah. Apparently, that's what somebody in Frontline told me. So,
yeah,
that's wow.
He's got his man behind the scenes. So there is a call for it. And there's people are really excited. So I'm excited to see where it sort of goes from here. I lost. Oh, there it is. I moved it complete to the wrong place. Beautiful. The same day as that was announced, and Val, I think you hinted to this a little bit as well. These guys also came out. Thomas Bird and the crew down in the south came up with the NTL, which I can only assume is the National Titty Licks. It can mean literally nothing else. But they did reveal this mat here, which shows another team format, if I'm not mistaken. Thoughts on the NTL?
So we already have a WWF WCW fucking.
I already know about this. Actually, can I talk about this?
You
yes,
can,
please.
Yeah. Okay. So the NTL is the 18 event circuit. I think. That they're trying to do for team events specifically.
Okay.
So
it looks like 5-man teams. Yes.
So is this the ATC? Is this 8-man teams?
Yeah, this will be 18 8-man team events apparently coming next year. That's what I heard, but we'll see on November 1st, I guess.
Separate from the championship cup.
The championship cup is one event.
Oh, that's only one.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's all connected.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because I was gonna say, what a time to not have 6 other friends. That's all I can think of right now.
So I don't know. I want to talk about this when it gets announced next week or whatever. Maybe we'll know more details. But and Thomas Bird is a fantastic human being. So
giant of a man as well. And I don't usually say that about people.
He's a big boy.
He's a large lad. I think the greatest ever car ride I had I think 6 of us squeezed into a car on the way to Charity Hammer. I was the smallest person in that car.
That is some sparking. There's some sparks flying out the back of that car.
Yeah, sure, that was the grounder.
Now, I had all of the cast here. So Dickie, Danny, Val, and myself, we have all designed what we think the best Champions Cup looks like. And I'm very excited about the results. So whoever is this first one here, please don't let me delete your slide completely. But go up one, Dickie.
Oh.
And then perfect.
Hey,
okay.
That's
so this is my effort.
Nice.
Oh, good.
You can tell it's the Champions Cup because it says Champions Cup.
I mean,
also, it is a frontline event, so the handles have been player placed. So one is right around the back.
Nice touch. Nice touch.
And then,
Very good, John.
thank you. Yeah, like it was all about that joke. That's the whole segment.
Very good, John.
Like it was all about that joke. That's the whole segment. And then just let you know you're number one and someone who looks remotely like your mother at telling you did a good job.
Which is nice because that's
Which is
probably
nice.
more. Yeah, that's probably more impactful to a lot of gamers than.
It's never going to happen in real life, so it might as well happen when you win the Champions Cup. All right, moving on next. We have this guy here. Who?
Oh, man.
Whose was that?
This is mine.
Nice.
Well done.
So this is the Stacking Up Cup. Stacking Up Cup.
Stacking Up Cup.
That works too.
Yeah, so it's just really this award is designed to really honor those players who have chosen not to be a coward. They've put everything on the line and they've ran at their opponent every single game.
Sack first.
Really shown that they deserve to win through the use of their massive balls. And so that's what this is really designed. You can see here it's got hair and veins for a really realistic kind of look.
What I hope isn't dice taken from Frontline's website's image.
Those are, and those are the
testicular
stones.
varicose veins are a real problem, Danny. So I'm just saying. This is triggering for some.
I do like, Danny, I appreciate you designed a cup for a person like me where the tactic is just go forward and threaten and then get shot into oblivion because what's cover anyway.
But what I did is I appreciated the actions that you took, John.
Bam.
This is adorable.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, god damn it.
Okay, so I enjoyed you guys, of course, when I was off, and I had really a ton of fun when you guys were talking about the cat lady Sorotas army. So I asked my kid to draw me a cat trophy.
I didn't respond to your message yet, Dickie, but I don't know where they got the cat girl models from. But I'm sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, I didn't ask that. But yeah, so here's no, don't worry, I'm good. So yeah, this is my kid drew this. I thought it was really cute. I have no idea what the orange monster is, but it clearly is a problem for the cat.
I do like that it took you a minute or so to say that it was your kid who drew this. Before saying that, while you were on vacation, I was really inspired by the cat people. And anyway, I went to town. And what do you think, guys?
I just wanted to draw this for you guys.
Oh man, I just needed my kid to be busy for a couple hours. I'm gonna be honest. And
couple hours.
This was a big to do. All right, a big to do.
Was this the 5th version after an hour and a half?
Oh yeah,
you're like, no, do it again.
There was 3 scraps before this.
I also like this. This is either a cat's stuffed into a clear cup,
exactly right, yeah,
or just skinned and stretched around the outside of the cup. It's hard to tell which. Yeah. What are the yellow circles along either side there? Do you know? Do we ever find out about that interpretation?
I believe that's the claws. The claws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the cat has been skinned and turned into a cup, and then
the ear appears to be poking out from inside the cup.
Yeah.
So
she wanted to angle that ear so it was a little more 3D. Yeah.
Adorable.
Well.
So we got a lot going on. Is this the actual GW trophy you won?
No, it's not the actual GW trophy I won. Yeah, I don't know where the inspiration for this came from. But I just thought this would be representative of maybe a thrifty approach for starting out event. And here's the trophy.
What I like about this is it almost says that, say another bigger company looked at an idea and was like, "This is mine now," and just stuck their picture on it and then called it good. No. Possibly. But it says #1 dad. I'm assuming you stole this trophy from Dickie, who encourages their child's art for these projects.
Perhaps again, a startup event, you got to use what's around. Perhaps kicker, an excellent dad in his own right. Just reusing something that he's already gotten some love out of. A true champion, #1.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly.
Yeah. Danny, what are your thoughts on this?
It's beautiful.
I really the trophy has a significant meaning to me because I have one of those trophies, also stolen from a player.
Is it truly stolen if you
they left them behind?
It?
They left them behind like trash. I would
they
not.
Left them behind like trash, and we just threw them in our luggage, and that was it.
And also, John Lennon had the audacity to ask for it back once, to which I simply did not reply.
Oh boy.
Actually, hold on a sec.
You left John Lennon.
Such a good joke.
You left John Lennon on red when he asked for the trophy.
Yeah, look,
he
there it
won
is.
back.
There it is. Specifically, John Lennon's right there.
Cold, dead hands, John Lennon. Cold, dead hands.
Oh, so amazing.
It's time to step into the grim darkness with nerds gather talking Warhammer madness. Grim After Dark, the podcast with the hosts John, Danny, and Val, but they're not the most. Claiming to be experts, but it's all a facade. Talking about battles and dice rolls, they're all odd. Trying to sound cool with their Warhammer talk, but I'm here